Welcome back for a new special top 5 list. We are looking today at 5 games that I consider must play games for anyone who owns a 3DS or is thinking about getting a 3DS handheld. Music in the background today is Terry's theme or Terry's song from Final Fantasy VI. Enjoy. With that said, these, for the most part, most of these are exclusives. Some would get re-released and remasters in the future, but overall, this is my personal picks for must-play games on the 3DS. First coming in at number 5. From Capcom, Monster Hunter Stories, which is an actual single-player story driven Monster Hunter game that it's kind of a combination of Monster Hunter meets Pokemon, is the best way to really describe this game. It is very unique and different, and I'd say more people have actually checked out the remaster on Switch and stuff, rather than actually trying out the original version. Now, the price of this has actually gone down thanks to the remasters over time, so I would consider this a great time to pick up Monster Hunter Stories for the 3DS, but yeah, I consider this a must try, especially if you're also a Capcom fan, besides a Monster Hunter fan. Honestly, the story's really fun, the music, everything is superb, and I also love the cel-shaded art style they went with in the game. Now, I still need to give Monster Hunter Stories 2 a shot, but I will say this game is legit great and a must try for any Nintendo fan or Capcom fan. Coming in next at number 4. If you consider yourself a fan or you're curious about playing classic Sega games, but with a little bit more of a remaster, number 4, in my opinion, goes to Sega 3D Classics Collection, which are completely remade classic games for the 3DS. And weirdly enough, this has not seen a re-release of the collection. It still remains, I believe, strictly on the 3DS. But you're talking some great, awesome games remade in 3D, which is really cool, and the 3D effect is also interesting. But I mean, you're talking some all-time classics like Fantasy Zone 2, like Galaxy Force 2, also Altered Beast, an all-time classic, of course Puyo Puyo 2, which is, in general, the Puyo Puyo games are awesome. Also, Power Drift is kind of cool in 3D. And of course, we can't forget the classic OG original Sonic the Hedgehog in 3D. But you also have other unique and interesting games in this collection as well. But if you get a chance, give this a shot, especially if you're a fan of like classic old style arcade games, a fan of Sega as well. This is a must give a shot to. Because this is a collection of really fun classic Sega games. Admittedly, I'm a little biased since I have a real love for Puyo Puyo as well as Sonic. Coming in next at number 3. I consider this probably the absolute must play for any fighting game fans. Coming in at number 3 is Dead or Alive Dimensions. Must play for any fighting game fan. I mean, you have a few other really great fighting games on the 3DS, surprisingly. I would argue, outside of this, your other best is probably getting Super Street Fighter 2 3D Edition, which is actually really cool and unique. It has an interesting like exclusive mode that you can't play in any other version of Super Street Fighter 2. But Dead or Alive Dimensions, this is a collection and it sews together through a story mode that is exclusive only to this game, and it's really cool because it ties together Dead or Alive 1 up to like Dead or Alive 5 story elements, and it allows you to play, and once you beat the story mode, you unlock every character basically up until that point, including the boss characters you can play as. Specifically though, it's really fun getting to play with characters like Alpha 152 is just broken. But it's fun getting to use her, plus you have an exclusive stage to this game that you can't play in any other Dead or Alive game. It's a Metroid Prime Dead or Alive stage. It's exclusive only to this game, and in the background, if you get knocked off the stage, you get attacked by Ripley, which is really cool and awesome to watch the stage transition. It is really cool getting a head nod, actual stage dedicated to Metroid Prime. But with that said, if you get a chance, play this game. If you are a 3DS owner and you're looking for a fun, really good experience with actual, very good, enjoyable single-player content, this is a must give a chance to. Coming at number 2, I would consider a must-play, though it requires, of course, the new Nintendo 3DS. Rather than all the other games on here you can play on any of the 3DS. This you can't. Only on the new 3DS, but still, if you're a fan of the Xenoblade series, this is legit surprisingly plays very good on the Nintendo 3DS, and I consider it a must give a shot to. Because, frankly, the game looks insane for playing on 3DS. It's kind of crazy how good it actually looks. But I'll be honest, I would take this version over the Wii version any day of the week. Because, not the biggest fan of motion controls. So, yeah, this is my preferred way of playing original Xenoblade Chronicles. And it's really cool also with the 3D effect is really fun as well. But this is an all-time classic for any Nintendo fan. Or if you're curious at all and you want a really great RPG experience on the go, this is a good way to go. Coming in number 1. Yes, you can play in the 2.8 collection, which I believe is exclusive only to Sony. But I would actually argue this is more fun to play on the actual 3DS for me personally. I actually prefer playing it more on that than playing with a regular controller. I've played beginning to end, I've done like 6 or 7 full playthroughs of this game on the 3DS. That's how much I love this game. It is in my top 3 favorite Kingdom Hearts games of all time. Up there with KH2 and with Birth by Sleep. But this is fun, and I love the inclusion. Rather than having Final Fantasy characters in this crossover, you have instead characters representing The World Ends With You, which is an incredible game on the original DS. But if you're a Square fan, this is legit great, or a Disney fan. The flow motion abilities which you first gain in this game, it is incredible. They dumbed flow motion down way too much in Kingdom Hearts 3. Does make you a bit overpowered, but also actually like the whole mechanic of the Dream Eaters rather than Donald and Goofy. I think it's actually really cool in this game. Also, the time-traveling young Xehanort is pretty good challenge, and there's some good challenges, even a cool little secret boss battle back in Trevor's Town once you beat the game. Also, getting to fight Ansem again, as well as fight Xemnas again, is a lot of fun. Plus, getting to visit the world of Disney's Three Musketeers world is great. Also, Hunchback of Notre Dame world, getting to go to Notre Dame is really awesome. As well as the Grid, world and story of course, Tron Legacy, which is one of my personal favorite, I think one of the most underrated modern sci-fi movies of all time. Personal perspective though, also Fantasia World in this game is awesome. Love it. But with that said, that is it this time. So give me your thoughts. What is your opinion? What is your... If you have played the 3DS, what in your opinion are 5 must-play 3DS games? This is just my perspective of 5 games I consider must-tries for a great 3DS experience. With that said, I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe.